President of the Tibetan government in exile, Penpa Tsering, has stated that he had to cancel his trip to Arunachal Pradesh owing to the ongoing tensions at the line of actual between India and China. Talking to the media in Gangtok last evening, Penpa Tsering stated that he cancelled his scheduled trip to Arunachal Pradesh as India and China are having tensions near the LAC. He further mentioned that since the date of October 20th also marks the Chinese aggression against India in 1962, he did not want to cause any sort of embarrassment to India. He further said that it was the need of the hour for them to develop policies for the Tibetan diaspora in India and elsewhere.
I cancelled my visit to Arunachal Pradesh because there were some issues at the border, and 20th October also marks the Chinese aggression on India in 1962, and we did not want it to create any embarrassment to the Indian government. Therefore, we cancelled our trip to Arunachal and undertook this part of the trip to meet and understand my people's problems and see how we had to develop policies and programs for the sustainability of the Tibetan diaspora in India.
And the president of Tibetan government in exile was visiting Gangtok today, where he was accorded a warm welcome by the Tibetan community there. And it was after cancelling his trip to Arunachal that he decided to visit the Tibetan communities residing in Sikkim instead. Penpa Tsering also talked of protest campaign against the Winter Olympics scheduled to be held in Beijing next year. Opposing the move to hold the games in Beijing, Tsering said that it is wrong on a moral level to allow an authoritarian government like China, which has no regard for any human rights whatsoever.
See, any country who takes up any activity, when the people who are responsible for organizing this are not being responsible to the world in terms of human rights violations in their own country, and if you participate in all the events organized by such countries, authoritarian countries, where there is no respect for human rights, religious freedom, and all kind of things, then when you support those or when you participate in those activities, then you also become part of the system to propagate that. So you become an accomplice in the propagation of this. So therefore, it's very important to send a message, not just politically, but also from various angles, that this is not acceptable in 21st century. Where there is a lot of people are talking about a lot of values, human rights and freedom and human dignity and all that. And when governments don't respect all this, then it does not help to be part of such programs.